Hello guys, it's Sinerias here. I've got a lot of requests in to explain all those Yi techniques I'm using, and I'm here to help you guys out. First of all, amongst all those main questions, we will be talking about runes. Yes, Hail of Blades is the best, and besides that, there are almost no other options. Lethal Tempo is interesting, but I personally think it's only good in lower elo, because you get kited completely in higher elo. The rune page you're seeing right now is currently by far the best for both the on-it and the lethality build, and I highly recommend to take that. The only thing that is situational is alacrity and tenacity. You take alacrity if the enemies have no CC or if you want to buy mercs. If the enemies have a heavy AD team comp and you need to buy steel caps, just take tenacity and runes. It's important to have at least one tenacity income, but you should barely take both tenacity in runes and in boots, because the more you buy, the less percentage you get out of more tenacity. On the lethality build path, you should always take alacrity, because you're lacking a lot of attack speed on that build. Also, you are allowed to take Relentless Hunter, but personally I prefer Ravenous Hunter. Before showing the item builds you can buy, I will show you why it's so important to have flash on Yi. Doesn't matter if you're mid lane Yi, jungle Yi, or even funnel Yi. On this clip right here, you can see that only because of flash, I was able to get an engage off like this. Not only does it give me the option to disengage in any situation, but primarily does it help me to get fights started or even one-shot someone completely. Now you're gonna witness the perfect Master Yi combo you can do. You're getting a double strike ready first of all, afterwards you're gonna flash on the enemies, instantly using both ult and E, doing your first auto attack into W reset, Q and auto once again after that. If you do it properly, you literally will be doing 7 auto attacks. That should be enough damage to one-shot even a 5k HP full tech, and yes, all of that was made instantly. If you ask how I can count 7 attacks, it's simple math. Double strike into W auto attack equals 3, plus 1 rage blade already equals 4, plus double strike once again equals 6, plus 1 rage blade once again equals 7. I've been using this one shot since forever, and for enemies it's very hard to react to it. This Nautilus reacted insanely fast on my flash engage, for example, so I had to instantly use my Q before even W resetting. Then you can just W reset afterwards, what I just did, so it doesn't even matter that much. But usually people cannot react that fast. For example, if you play versus a Lulu or Vayne, Lulu wants to ult herself and Vayne wants to go invisible. But in that time, both of them will already be dead. At least if you do it insanely fast. Now let's talk about the builds you take. There are only 2 options Master Yi has, and that is on-hit or lethality. Let's first talk about the lethality build. You will start off with Dustblade, which is the core of this build path, and afterwards go for Collector into a Sense Reaver. There's another option for a Sense Reaver like Lord Dominic's, but I barely take it and wouldn't recommend it just because the build path is terrible compared to the build path of a Sense Reaver. Once you have those 3 items, you will already be a one-shotting machine. This build is only available against squishy targets though, keep that in mind please. You do not want to buy the lethality build against full tanks. And after those 3 items, the next items are pretty situational. Mostly Lord Dominic's, Infinity, GA, Zhonya's or even Sterak's are the best answer. On the other hand, there's the on-hit build. Kraken is the first item you buy. Always. Not only because that item is insanely good for Yi, but also because Noon Keever is the best early game clearing item Yi can get. And the faster Yi can clear, obviously, the faster he will get to gold. And Yi is the best gold scaling champion in the game. For boots, you rather take steel caps or mercs. The second item is interesting now. There are a lot of options, but for me it's simple. Witsend almost every time if enemies have AP damage sources. If they have a full AD team comp but a Xylas and a Lulu for example, Witsend is already the best choice in my opinion. If they have 0 AP damage on the other hand, you can rush Rageblade, the second item. Third, you will go for Rageblade if you bought Witsend. That is another big power spike. You will get a big power spike after every legendary item bought. After Rageblade, you want to buy Sterak's for survivability. Even if you appear to be pretty safe, trust me, you have enough damage for now. Survivability is better. Once Sterak's is finished, the last item is very situational, can be everything. Black Cleaver, Death Stance, GA, Borg, PD are all options. The funny thing is, even Zhonya's is an option. just because the active is that useful. Yeah, in my opinion, Zonis is broken. That's for sure. If you don't like the lethality build, you can always buy the on-hit one. It works against everything. The strength on the on-hit build is the ability to play front to back and having a good survivability overall. And the Duskblade build, on the other hand, is very strong to just assassinate carries. As the word assassin spoils it already, you have to play more like an assassin, engaging once you one-shot someone and then play around your cooldowns and your Duskblade stealth. I hope that helped you guys out with this informative video. This is actually my first video, so feel free to subscribe and let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. Have a great day and good luck in your jungle.
Dude, what's up with Master Yi lately? This guy just 1v9s every game.